Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Peglin. We have been playing lately as we did a few runs as the Roundroll the Scoundrel. Had a good time playing with him. Peglin is on Crucible 7, post-battle healing reduced, but let's play as the Paladin. I feel like we haven't played as him recently. I want to try to just do all of the characters in a one after the other roundabout fashion, so that we can, crank on these ascension levels. The basic blade. Gold collected during navigation is worth more. Walls and bottom bouncers are extra bouncy. I think to begin with, basic blade is good, just to give you a little bit of extra momentum. Post-battle navigation, that could be worth a lot of money. But I feel like, especially lately, I've been getting better about how to play Peglin, about how to construct my Peggle decks. When I first started this game, I was adding a whole lot of orbs and spending a lot of money upgrading them. I didn't have a lot of money for shops. I'm starting to have more money for things like shops in this game. So I think that maybe we don't need post-battle navigation as much as we just need a little bit of extra damage to help us out. I think I can probably succeed with the normal amount of money you get in a run. This is no 2,000 gold run. It doesn't need to be. Well, that one's not gonna really do that much. But yeah, I think I've been playing pretty well lately, but maybe that's just a little bit of scoundrel roundroll talk, because that character is a lot of fun. Are the Crucible levels separate, asks Panda. Yes, indeed. So if we have Crucible level 7 with the Peglin character, and 2 as the Paladin, we have to win separately in order to increase that Crucible count. You can think about it as, in order to completely max out the Crucible levels, there's 20 levels, 4 characters, that's 80 runs. That's a lot of runs in Peglin in order to max out everything, but that just means there's a lot more of the game to play, right? You're gonna be playing this game forever, Abe. Hey, hello, welcome, Bard of Bobrich, and username, who just says, hey, hi. Well, hello. Protect Orb or Bucklorb. I think Bucklorb is pretty darn good. The Protect Orb, 5 shield every 7 hits versus 4 shield every 10 hits. What's the simple math here? Every 70 pegs hit is 50 shield. Every 70 pegs hit is 28 shield, so a little more than half, but Bucklorb does damage. I think Bucklorb is a pretty good starting one. I think Sphere might be the first upgrade though, just so that we have something that has piercing. You need to have piercing. You need to have something in this game that can hit multiple enemies, and if you don't have that, you're gonna be in for a bad time. I've been playing a lot of Peglin, you probably know this by now, but you start to realize what you need in Peglin. I know now that it's nice to have something with piercing in your deck. I know it's nice to have some targeted damage and some untargeted projectile damage in your deck, a little bit of each. I'm starting to get an idea for what types of relics I like, orbs that I like. I think the game's been going pretty well for me lately. And username says, Satisfactory has been going great for me. I ended up wasting an extreme amount of time and resources to get 1 ore vein, just to realize halfway through that there was an easier vein closer. It sounds like you're playing the game the way you want to play it. I can't wait to start a game like that, Satisfactory. I just love those types of games. I know I haven't actually started it, but one day it'll happen. One day, I swear to you. You're gonna wake up one day and I'll have declared either on a stream or on a YouTube video, we're beginning to play Satisfactory. And it will be beautiful. Did you turn the speed down? No, but I haven't pressed F yet. There we go, F. Thank you for the reminder. Sometimes I do have to remember, the game does not store whether or not you're on, a higher speed mode. You gotta press the button. I do think that 1.5 is like the ideal speed. At 2, it starts to look like comically fast. Ooh. Was hoping to get more coins. Count orb. Base damage increases the more damage you've taken. I don't know. Cleave orb is another piercing orb, but we start with the sphere, so we don't need a second one. What about the damage? 4 to 9, 5 to 6. We probably don't need a second one. I've already upgraded this one, so I'm just gonna upgrade the sphere. Say, that's good enough. I'd rather upgrade an orb than, have to add a new one and then have to worry about having 2 different orbs in the deck. If it was a little bit easier to get removal, potentially I would add something like that and then replace it. Maybe we'll replace it later, but I've got 4 pebbles to get rid of. I've never seen this. Ripostal service. After your attack... No, we have seen this. The attacker receives damage equal to 5 times your remaining bulwark. So there is definitely a bulwark build in this run. We just need to upgrade that orb that gives us more shield, get more things that give us shield, and go from there. Okay, hate this layout. Oh, let's go. Okay. Getting at least 1 bomb is really nice there. Yeah, not a big fan of having so many slimes so close to me, but they're all gonna die. Thanks to these bombs. Oh, the money. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now that everything is basically dead, we can take our time a little bit. Never mind. I was gonna say try to get some more of the cash on the board. Now there's not really that much cash on the board left. And they're all dead. Still, 61 credits, that's enough for an upgrade and a new orb if we want one. Dense, overflow. With piercing, we don't really need overflow. Multi-ball's a lot of fun. Eye circle, we already have piercing, we have a sphere. I guess the sphere, 5, 6, 5, 8. I guess the other orbs that give you piercing, they will have better stats than the sphere eventually, but honestly, this is good enough for the early game. We can worry about dumping that later. I feel, for now, what I would love to do is, honestly, I think I'm just gonna upgrade Buckle Orb. Now it's worth playing, and then we'll go fight this elite and hopefully get a good relic. Kanye says, I kind of like the easier upgrading compared to Spire. I was watching some older footage of Peglin, and apparently in this game you used to be able to upgrade your orbs without paying anything. It was just randomly after a combat you would get the ability to upgrade 1 orb. And I found that to be very interesting considering that, when they added in money to the game, one of the first things that they probably did is they made it such that you had to, pay for your upgrades and whatnot, which probably changes the balance of the game a lot. And I'm very curious how they came to the conclusion of what the best way of doing that would be. All right, we're gonna take a hit. Not for much, not for much. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, I like that you can just upgrade after a combat with whatever money you have. You don't have to specifically go to a shop. I kind of wish you could also remove a card, but, that's okay. Because, like, right now, what am I going to do with my cash? I can't remove... Oh, I can't remove pebbles unless I go to a shop. I could add more orbs to offset the pebbles, but I like what I have. So it's like, well, what the heck do I do? And in my head, because you can upgrade multiple times, I'm also thinking don't add anything. You know, add an orb when you have like 85 coins, because you can add an orb and upgrade it twice to its maximum level immediately. So like right now I could add a buckle orb, but it might just be clogging up my inventory for the time being. We'll find more of these shield granting orbs in the deck eventually. I could take it now, but then that would mean I wouldn't be able to get to the sphere as easily. So I think we just skip. Bombs can be refreshed. Deal more damage at low health. Let's make bombs can be refreshed, which is very dangerous if we refresh the red bombs over and over again, but we have shield. We have shield. Ah, and it's the gold goblin. So the gold goblin if we take the golden orb, for 53 coins, we get the unique orb, which means that the pegs on the board break and fall. Which, it doesn't seem to, and you get one coin for every peg that breaks and falls, right? Do we care? Do we want this? I don't know. It could be interesting. It could be fun. We could also just get 18 gold and just not worry about this orb again, which, you know, we've done in the past. I think I'm just gonna take the money and just be like, okay, whatever. Please hit the thing more. Okay, never mind. Rip chest. Anywho. Yeah, like even that orb, it's like, okay, well I could add it to the deck, but it might just, you know, thicken my deck up a little bit here. Hey, it's enough damage to kill them, I'm happy. There is so much money on the board right now we haven't picked up. This is a weird layout. It's two tree stumps. It's a weird layout because it is hard to actually get all of the cash. Cash. And you know what? That bomb refreshed. Refreshing bombs can be a really strong build. It can also be very dangerous. Deal more base damage for every bulwark you have. Mem orb. Multi-ball. I do like a good multi-ball, but again, I'm like, it's gonna thicken up the deck a little bit too much. I don't think we need it. It doesn't matter what direction we go in, so let's try to get some more of the cash. Maybe just try to toss this one right here. Yeah, 99. That's a good amount of coins. Sorry, gold! Every shot's a crit below 50% health. You know what, let's go for it. Yeah, close-ish. Dun, dun, dun. So this is the bramble orb, I think. Let's reach into the nook. We get a bramble level 3? Dude, I've been neglecting this event. I didn't realize it would give me a level 3. Which is a lot better than the level 1 orb. But I've learned to appreciate status effects in, you know, poison bramble a little bit more. It does lock down certain mini bosses. Yeah. It's got overflow damage. It's got decent stats. That's a pretty good event, honestly, to just get a random upgraded orb. I'll take it. No good. I might not be that interested in blind yet. I still think blind might be a little bad, but you know, to get some free lockdown on Bramble, maybe a little bit of AoE damage if enemies walk through an enemy with Bramble. Not that much, but yeah, it's got some good stuff. Good stuff, I think. Good stuff, good stuff, good show. Let's see if we can't hit an R. It's not gonna do what I want it to do. I think all the random balls are random levels too, says Barb. I hate to say it, but I think that is the case. Because I have... You found the Bramble. They'll apply Bramble to an enemy. They're unable to move, enemies that pass will get stuck. Gives you precious time to deal damage from a distance. Yeah, the, I've seen it give me level 1 lightning, I've seen it give level 2 lightning from the event that gives you the lightning. So I know that it can give you other leveled orbs, but it always seems to give me bad level orbs. So the fact that we got a level 3 is just surprising. No special effects, but good damage. Rubber orb, the Warb Hammer. Another dense overflow orb. Honestly, our damage is pretty good right now. I don't really want to add anything. Again, I just want to kind of go to a shop if at all possible. I'd love to be able to go to a shop and then, I want question marks. Remove a bunch of orbs. We got the cash for it. So Abe got a high roll. I think I did. I think I did get a high roll. High roller Abe here. Attack pierces 3 enemies. That's a lot of piercing for 1 orb. There you go. Still enough damage to kill everything, even though I didn't actually get a, wasn't able to get a crit on that one. So the Bramble goes down by 1 every turn, but the fact that it, you know, lasts a few turns means that I don't have to deal with this enemy. He's not going to get close to me. I can focus on something else if there's multiple enemies. That's nice. That's nice. Grant me circle, attacks pierce all enemies, a bold orb. We don't need it with the sphere, so again, I'm like, pass. One day, maybe we'll actually, like, have a reason to take an orb, but, like, once you have a piercing orb, a damage orb, and a status effect orb, like, you really don't need anything else. You're good. You need situational orbs, maybe, and I need to remove these, but... You know, my ability to remove pebbles is limited by whether or not the game wants to give me pebble removal or not. Yeah, like, 1 upgraded sphere, easily able to kill multiple enemies. That's good value. Yeah, sure, let's fire this. I want to see if it actually locks down a flying bat. And I want to see whether or not it is able to do damage to the bat behind it when it walks in front of it. Yeah, it did a little bit of damage. Well, you know what? Hello. And be gone. You're brainballing. Hello, draft indeed. I found the event that gave me a free Bramble, and it gave me a free Bramble level 3. So this seems like a good opportunity to learn to love the Bramble. Got most of the money, I'm happy. Rub Orb, Protect Orb, Buckle Orb. So this is where we might want to consider a Protect Orb, considering we have the relic that the more bulwark we have, the more damage enemies take. Wouldn't be a bad idea. It doesn't do any damage itself, but it can give us a lot of shield. We could also add another Buckle Orb, but, you know, if we add this one, then, I don't know, it's more bulwark, I guess. You know what, let's do it. Gives me a reason to spend my money and upgrade something, so let's do it. I can do this a few more times. Look at that. Perfect. I wanted to get all of them. I wanted to clear the board. Now, Bramble doesn't really do that much against this guy, but that's okay. The Bulwark does a lot. Hey, I got every single penny from that event. I'm happy. Playing with fire. I know, literally. I hate the level of Crucible where you go from 2 fire damage to 5 fire damage. That's so much fire damage. It's an absurd amount of damage, and I don't want to get hit for that much. Here's a question. When you spawn an enemy, do they take the damage? We'll never know. You still haven't spawned any enemies, so we'll never know. Let's see if we can hit that refresh. Rip. I love the slow-moving projectiles. You still haven't spawned anything. Again, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna spawn something and it's gonna start behind you. I think it starts in front of you. Which is why, at least on the ballista fight, I can see, I don't know, it spawned in your hand. At least on the ballista fight, I can see Bramble being a little bit more useful because it will at least be able to kill the enemies or hurt the enemies that spawn behind the ballista. You know, that's got a little bit of an advantage there. You can't hurt me. I am immune to your charms. Well, that's an unfortunate miss. This is also a bit unfortunate. We're gonna have multiple turns of just pebbles. I mean, was it just me or were there literally no shops on this entire map? Like, it's not like we could have removed anything. Also, you did not take any damage. How rude. I guess we'll have to maybe start over here. Okay, good, good. Good, good. Money, money, money. Yeah, Bramble, you know, you gotta think about it in Spire terms, and the more I do that, the more I realize the value of these status effects. You have to be able to counter whatever the game throws at you. You have to be able to survive the next node. So that's why you need piercing, or I feel like you need piercing. You need something that can kill a crowd. You need something that can kill mini-bosses. If they're fast, you want something that can maybe slow them down. So you gotta have these options. That's why, like, my ideal deck is Highway Orbery and then the Echo Orb, because with those 2 orbs, you can kill single targets and crowds pretty much instantly. Attack distance is dependent on the number of pegs hit. Pierces all enemies. Funky, but do we really need it? Destroys any pegs it hits. Attacks all enemies. So right now, I'm actually thinking lightning. And the reason I'm thinking lightning is because it's a targeted ability, which means it's not a projectile, which means on certain enemies and bosses, like the knight, who's got the shield and the spear, we can keep him locked down without needing Bramble, without risking the reflected damage. I think Ball Lightning is a fun enough orb to take, even though it has bad base damage. I think we add it to the deck, so we have another counter to whatever the game's gonna throw at us. Hey, Chris, welcome, how's it going? We pegging it up in here? Ha ha, damn straight. +2, +4. Randomly add 2 rare orbs and upgrade 5 times, no. +2, +0, 1 less crit. I think we will go with Cursed Mask. The confusion kind of sucks. However, the bonus damage we get is going to be able to kill tons of enemies. So I think we'll grab that. And there's the ballista. So if we get Bramble on the ballista, I guess it's not going to kill the units that get summoned behind it, because in order for it to kill the units that get summoned behind it, we need at least 5 Bramble to do 50 damage. Hate the boxes too. Boxes are annoying. They hurt. Okay, so you're brambled, but they just jumped over you, so they didn't take any damage, which is very funny. Would really love you to hit a refresh. Thank you. Another reason to have, you know, a ball lightning, just so you can hit a refresh. Hit a refresh, hit a crit, hit some bombs, you know, it makes it easy to hit stuff. Oh, he died. I didn't know what happened for a minute there, but no, he jumped on my head and then immediately died. Lovely. I think you're also dead. I just wanted him to kill himself, basically. Or bust. Grant me circle, grant bulwark when fired. Nah. If this was early, I would take this. I think we're beyond the need for this. Muse circle is not that good. Bulwark, I can gain like 30 on another orb. I don't need 6, and the stats aren't even that good. A healing orb could be pretty nice. Stats aren't great, but max HP and healing. But if we have shield, do we really need it? Probably not. So I think I'm just gonna pass. And I would like to go to the right. This is gonna be very hard. Damn it, we got so close. I wanted to go to the right. Game wouldn't let me. Okay, do 120 damage at a minimum, please. Now, honestly, you know, don't kill this enemy. I want more opportunity to get coins. Never mind, all right. Dag Orb, Bramball, Bucklorb. It's like, when do I add an orb versus removing another orb? We really don't need to add anything. We just need to get these pebbles out of the deck. That Toggy, welcome. Hello, hello. Muse Circle can be quite powerful, but this character specifically says draft. I imagine, but I feel like I don't really need it. There's, how many crits are on the board? Just 1? Maybe 2? Are we at that level of Crucible? I don't remember. But I feel, you know, we already have 2 orbs that give us Bulwark. Do we need a 3rd one that does mediocre damage? Probably not. And do we need Muse Circle? Probably not. So it just didn't seem necessary. Protect Orb. I'd rather do damage. Although Protect Orb could give us a lot of... You know, we should play Protect Orb on a fight like this, because enemies that hit us, like the mage, will take reflected damage. Well, unless he just wants to heal himself. So we should potentially be a little bit more open to just gaining shield on a turn. Now we've lost... Oh, this is going to be a bad orb. We've lost a lot of our damage. And you're dead. Highway Orbery. Ooh. What do we have that does a lot of damage? Bramble. Highway Orbery is so good. We have a lot of money, too. I mean, eventually getting this thing to like a 10, 20 orb. It's really good. I think I'll add it. I think I'm happy enough with that. Level it up a couple of times. I guess we're gonna go left. Ideally. Instead of getting a relic, we'll fight for a relic. And maybe get a removal? Nope. More garbage. Garbage day! Bramble also kind of locks these enemies in place a little bit. Kind of feels like it makes it a little bit less likely that they're gonna chase you down. Mad Gomper says, Orbery seems good particularly because the game doesn't really incentivize you to spend money on other things. That's kind of my thinking as well. You know, what do you really need to spend money on in this game? You need to get a few good orbs and then go to a shop and remove your pebbles. You can easily get enough money for all of those things, so what are we gonna spend the rest of our cash on? Well, we can spend it on just throwing money into the Orbery until it murders everything. Why not, right? Why not? Especially if you have anything that gives you money, like any of the money balls. Money ball! Money ball! I just like Orbery because it just gets to absurd damage values. Now, Bramble doesn't really work on you. You know what does? Orbery! Another reason to have it in the deck, just so you have an option for, hey, I gotta kill an enemy. Oh, you took 100 damage off of that, huh? That's a lot. You should be scared. Now, we didn't get the crit, but whatever. Roll that way. So much garbage on that side of the board. Username says, I'd like to think that the Peglin just does this for no other reason than to have fun. You know what I find interesting in Peglin here? When you win a run, at the very end of the game, your Peglin is like walking down a like sloped cave entrance, and then you see a picture of him like with his arms raised, like yeah, but there's nothing in the room that he walked into. So like, what is Peglin Man here? What is Peg Boy doing? Why is he doing this? Is he just doing this to like do some cave exploration? Is he gonna get trapped upside down? Should we be worried? I don't know. When increasing max health, gain one more. Money contributes to damage. Sure. Like I wanna know what his motivations are. I need to understand the Peglin. I need to understand the Peg Boy. The thrill of the hunt. Maybe he's on his way back home from work. This is his trip home every day. We need to hit up the shop, man. We got so much garbage to remove. I know there was another G there. You know, in hindsight, we probably should have gone this way, but oh well. I wish that had actually killed all of these. What is going on? Something happened there, Jesus. When you can throw a 100-mile-per-hour fastball with a boulder, you just do it. Yeah, maybe he's just doing it. Orb hammer, tomahawk. Base damage increases the lower your health is. Well, we're not really lowering our health at all, are we? I mean, here's the secret. The more we hit the fire, the more money we make. So Peglin's thoughts are beyond human comprehension. Maybe that's it. Accept the bribe and sneak away, rat out the Peglin chef. Okay, every time we do the bribe, we get a relic, randomly. Let's rat out the chef, see what we get. The humans catch you instead, you get a fight. Okay. It's just a normal fight. All right. Well, I mean, yes, if I had known that this was gonna happen, I would have taken the relic, but, you know, at some point you gotta learn. Give him eggs. I don't have any eggs. You saying he's gonna make me an omelet? Elite fight? Oh, I guess you're right. It is an elite fight. So when you do the combat, I guess you have the option to get money from the fight, which is something. I suppose. How dare you rat out your friend? Who said anything about friend? What did Chef ever do for me? All right, so hopefully this murders you. Thank you, thank you. Now it's just you. Bramble before you can reach me would be nice. If we can't do that, then just hit what we can. We have enough shield that I doubt you're gonna do too much to me. Come on, come on, come on. Crit, crit, crit. Oh. He's living with humans. He's a traitor to democracy, says Bard. I like that, yeah. Someone call in the Super Destroyer. Protect orb, buckle orb, rub orb. I mean, we could add another buckle orb, but orbs receive +1/+2 for every following orb of the connected type. Whenever an enemy is defeated, refresh the board. Give me the refresh, give me combat. We're getting into a lot of combat and very few question marks, but so far it's worked. This is a fight where I don't really want to kill him in one hit because I want to make sure I can go to the left path, but I think we're going to kill everything in one hit. Well, it's something. A level 3 multi-ball? Man, that's like very unnecessary. I think I'm just gonna upgrade this one more time and continue. You son of a... No, I want the shop! I want to go shopping, game! Ah! Give me my pumpkin pie. Give me my pie. The one problem with Cursed Mask is if you're too good, you get penalized by the game. With your history, most of the question marks would just be combat anyways. Yeah. Alright, let's kill you. Damn dirty human. And then you know what? Just toss in a bramble. Get some pumpkin. God, I hate pumpkin. Feels like it should be good, but it always goes down the same hole like 3 times in a row. Leaves me a little disappointed. One day I should try more pumpkin. I've never actually taken the pumpkin orb yet. I love the guitar in the Peglin music here. All right. More combat. Oh my god, finally we have removal. We haven't removed a single orb yet. I'd like to think it's not due to a lack of trying, it's just a little bit of bad luck, I feel. Okay, some pumpkin. Oh, I missed the R. We still have overflow though, so. I think everything's dead. Beautiful. Beautiful. Username says, I really like the guitar riff in the castle. Connie says, I'm personally a fan of the Crash soundtrack in the first area. What the heck is Crash soundtrack from the first area? Draft says, I just realized the synergy between the highway orbery and the starting relic. Equal to the number of orbs in your deck or 2 times your orbs' largest base damage, whichever is higher. Every time we upgrade the orbery, we're starting with more shield. That is one of the synergies. Oh, the Crash Bandicoot soundtrack. I thought you were talking about like Crash as in bombs crash. I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking Crash Bomber. You know, let's upgrade this twice. So, largest base damage of this orb is 1324. Do we start with 50 shield? Let's find out. We either start with 50 or 25. Because it says base damage. Is the base damage the crit damage or the base damage? We start with 30 shield. So... I don't know. 2 times your orb's largest base damage, whichever is higher. I don't know. Not entirely certain what it's calculating that on. Oh, I should have gone for pumpkin. Maybe a hard cap? Yeah, maybe. Can't get more than 30. I could see that, I could see that. We should have skipped this. We're losing the value of the bonus from Cursed Mask on that one. And again, I should have gone for pumpkin. I have a habit of not remembering pumpkin at all. Let's go for the pumpkin. Well, really what it is that I see the crit and I'm like, go over there! Okay, this is fine. Just go in here, go in here, go in here, go in here, go in here. No, go over here, over here, over here, over here. That's true. You know, we were gonna get confused from the boss constantly. Hooray, I guess. Hit a bomb, hit a bomb. Overkill. Overkill! So we're just gonna be confused forever on this one. Not doing as much damage as I would like. Hey, Pixely! Thank you very much for the resub. How you doing? I'm done with exams and therefore back. Kaka! You're done with your back? Hopefully you did well on your exams. Fingers crossed. Card for this enemy unlocked. Castle Janitor, minion. All right, we're gonna get hit on this turn, so why don't we go for some pumpkin? Come on, pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin! Ah! It never goes for the pumpkin! And then this orb, because it breaks so many pegs, you have no idea where it's gonna land. All right, took longer to kill this enemy than I thought it would. Explosive force, way more refreshes. Double damage, but 3 self-damage for every 30 activated pegs. Kaka, don't know why it didn't count at first. It says what counted? What? Yes, in November I'll get my bachelor's, says Pixely. Fantastic. What came through twice? Hopefully nothing. Lots of refreshes is quite interesting. Every 3 pegs hit provides explosive force until the board is refreshed. I think they're both okay. Oh, the Ka emote came through twice? Really? Oh, his Ka emote. Oh, I see. Bong, 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 bong. I'm misinterpreting what's going on, unless my chat is just not showing the messages, which is also a possibility. Refresh. I think I like 10 additional refreshes. We only ever fire 1 orb though. It helps for lightning pretty well. Yeah. It does help for lightning. All right, give me good piercing damage. What we need is 10 additional crits on the board. Pumpkin? Oh my god, we got pumpkin. I think that both of those options, by the way, explosive force and lots of refreshes, I think both are okay. But we didn't have any relics that increased the numbers of refreshes yet, so I kind of liked the idea of just getting more of them on the board. Nasty hit, but you took 180 damage. Dummy. What are you doing? Why are you taking so much damage? Swarb. No special effects. You know what? You're a pre-upgraded level 3. I'm adding you. It'll at least count for an unlock. A shop. Remove all orbs. No. I have far too many orbs. Although that is a very tempting deal. The game does not want to give me events today. So this just does a lot of damage. And if we get Pumpkin, I'm pretty sure this guy's dead. I mean, he's already dead. He takes double damage from projectiles. You know, if anything, having a lot of refreshes helps to prevent the pumpkin pie from just doing nothing over and over and over again. Okay. Go this direction. Please go this direction. Please, thank you. It's over 30, so it's not capped. It makes me wonder what the base damage actually implies. Chopping Bollock. Electro Orb, Dag Orb, Mu Circle, Spiness, Balance, Sphere. There's another late shop. Bombs detonate in one hit and can be activated. Do we get... Yeah, we get refreshable bombs. So let's make the bombs a lot better. And I just want question marks, please. Don't you do it. Don't you dare do it, game. Send me all the way over here somehow. Short fuse and catalyst is funny. I want the relic that makes the bombs have an AoE. Randomly remove a half of your orbs. I guess we'll add the mirror orb. Sure, why not? Add more orbs to my deck. Why not? Bucklore. Do we want a bunch of shield? Probably, yes. That being said, there's a crit right here for the sphere. So I went for that first. Oh god. Azerg! I don't know why my voice shattered. Ka. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you very much for the resub. I hope you're doing well, etc., etc. And thank you for the resub. Exclamation mark moan. Hold on, hard drive spinning up. Oh, there it goes. I like that I can just wait for it. Like, I know it'll take a minute. I guess I should probably put that on like the SSD or something. Put the moan on the SSD. SSD's nuts. Pumpkin? Pumpkin? Pumpkin! Pumpkin into the black hole. Replenish orb. Refresh the board. A little unnecessary. Here? Oh my god. No, we're safe. Thank you. X says, I just installed a secondary SSD for all of my games. I have it's like a 2 terabyte SSD. And is it, how big is this thing? 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte. So I have Windows on it. I try to put games on it that I think are going to be big and take up a lot of space, or I might want to just be fast. Should have went to Pumpkin. Come on. Lots of bombs, 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 lots of bombs. No bombs! There's the bombs. I feel like I do need a another one at some point for more games, but I just have to uninstall like Resident Evil 5. I'm done playing that one. Or 4 rather, not 5. Extendable Giraffe, welcome. How are you doing today? Connie says, Amazon once sent me an extra 500 when the first one didn't arrive for 2 weeks. So now I've got like 800 worth of space with no use. I'm sure you can find something to put on it. Nice Peglin run you've got going on. Honestly, this run so far has just been kind of like, yeah, it's a run. No, I haven't had anything like majorly synergistic show up. I just have a bunch of shield and enemies hit me and then die. So I got that going for me, I guess. How far is the shop? Shop is around the corner, so don't spend any money. Oh, whenever bulwark is gained, increase the amount by 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, there's our synergy. Our synergy is gain all of the bulwark. Don't, no, right side, thank you. Could probably put Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on the 500 gigabyte SSD and it'll fill all of it up, says Pixely. Yeah. Probably. Free defense. Free offense! Since we have the relic where enemies take damage depending on how much bulwark I have. Well, I think we're just gonna remove this and then say bye. But thank you. You know, I trashed the orb and then it rotated in the other direction, which kind of screwed me up a little bit. Please die. Thank you. I thought you upgraded the pebble. Not even I could make that mistake. I don't think so anyways. I've probably made that mistake before on a run. Am I gonna live? Probably. God damn it. Stop breaking all the bombs. These bombs refresh. That's where it gets real dangerous. I'm in danger. There you go. Just upgrade them. I don't need the money. Why am I trying to get more money? Get out of here. Pixely says my current PC at my parents' house, secondary computer, is running on a single 256 SSD. What are you upgrading with that orange orb? Let's do ballons. We don't reload that often. I am upgrading my orbery with all of the cash I have remaining. It does a lot of damage right now. I'd probably go for a sphere first. It doesn't kill him, but that's okay. Oh my god, they hit me for like 2 and then take 200 damage from the bulwark. It's pretty good. What if I just only use buckle orbs here? Well, we bounced to the right side very quickly. Took 260 damage. Good stuff, good stuff. $19.36. I didn't even look at the boss. We're fighting QR code. Part of me wants to just fire a protect orb, but we'd be better off firing a ball lightning first, getting a crit, maybe doing enough damage to kill him. I don't know. Well, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Fantastic. You know, I think I'm just gonna put up a lot of block in that case. Like, let's just get a lot of block, let him hit me, and then die. Oh my god, we pumpkin. I mean, if they take 5 times my shield damage, if we get 700 shields, they all just die in one hit. They should make it a QR code that takes you to the Steam store page for the game. That's a beautiful idea. Oh, that was such a miss. So far, so good, though. I've never beaten these bosses by blocking. I mean, I can pretty much just stall, and I think they'll die. I mean, I'm doing more damage with blocking than I am with the orbery. That's funny. He dead yet? All right, got him. This is the same screen. Like, okay. At the end of the second act and the end of the third act, it's the same screen of walking down purple steps, and then the run summary victory screen is what I assume is the Peglin looking at rocks. Am I what eats rocks? Gorons, right? Am I a Goron, actually? I don't know. Anyways, it was a fun run. It was a very block-heavy run there. Connie says, I think it's a Peglin going up. So, like, did we find the Crucible and that's where it's located? Why bring all 20 of them up in one room, in one run, right? Anyways, I have no idea. It was a fun run, though. Good run. Block heavy by the end there, 170 block. Boss taking 800 damage per hit, and they attack for like 2 damage a hit. It's like a fantastic counter. It would also work well for the dragon, because the dragon hits multiple times for like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Not so much for the Minesweeper boss, but that's what the piercing is for, the bramble, the orbery. Fun run! And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Peglin.